Hello Zydo, how's it going? Hello, welcome back to Action Taimanin. Looks like we're getting Fuma Aki for a supporter. Oh, let's see, where is it? Sakuya-chan is missing, right here. Close that. Let's see here. Yeah, I saw. I actually tweeted about it. Holy tits. I don't know anything about Mikami Chizu though, so it's like a completely new character for me because I haven't played RPGX. A tired, lazy voice came from the center of the schoolyard of Gosha Academy. Dozens of physically fit Taimanin have PE classes here. Sophomore at Gosha Academy. Yeah, I know about. I've read up a little bit about her. So it's a wide area, so the voice couldn't be heard at all. To be precise, there's a voice that would have gone with the wind. A student who heard the voice sighed as if she was not motivated as well. Man, we can edit here if you don't feel like it. It's not that I don't want to do this. I'm just exhausted since I've had too much work to do lately. The blonde girl who was called Ma'am yawned as if she was really tired. She looked too young to be a teacher. She looked like a teenager. She's also short. Wait. Taimanin Kozue. Does she have an official height? She's 4'9". She is 4'9". She is less than 5 feet tall. The baggy clothes she wore over her Taimanin suit covered her entire upper body, and her breasts were flat through the half-open zipper. Oh, that's not very nice. Grimer went all in on the booba. She has the biggest boob of all. Yeah, I saw. She has like a... It's like 147 centimeter bust line. Let me see. Mikami Chizu. Oh, 124. 124 centimeter bust line. 124 cm in inches. Yeah, that's about 4 feet. That's 4 foot long bust line. However, she's definitely a teacher at Gosha Academy and excels in both skill and work. And above all, she is a proper adult. No way, the higher ups will say something to me if I don't do my job. It's my first holiday in a long time, and now I have to deal with this. You shouldn't have to run away from home then. Or you shouldn't have run away from home then. Now avoided eye contact as if she had been stabbed in the heart. Kozue couldn't help but crack up upon seeing that. You gotta know how to hide your feelings if you want to become a Taimanin. Emotions that are easily read like that are likely to be seen as a weakness, okay? Kozue would be a fun character to add in too, because of how small she is. I don't want to be a Taimanin. And why are you staying at Gosha Academy? What do you think about her weapon? I don't really know much about Mikami Chizu, so... Let me see. Based off of her sprites, she might share weapons with Sakura. With Sakura, Hebiko, and who else uses daggers? Is it just those two? Let me see. Taimanin daggers. Yeah, based off of the icon looks closest to the daggers. So I think she's gonna be a dagger user like Hebiko and Sakura. Kozue neither said the thought out loud nor showed it. She just looked at the file that said that had Chujo Nanao's information on it. Chujo Nanao, age 15, height 162 centimeters. She's way younger than me, but she's already 17 centimeters taller than me, and her breasts, my god, kids these days grow fast. Hang on, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to real-time tweet about this. I want to tweet this picture out because it's funny. There we go. Kozue finished reading the file. You are really tall. I envy you. You called me out on my holiday just to say that. No, I called you in for the makeup training for the test you didn't take because you ran away from home. Makeup training? When Nanao heard the unfamiliar word, Kozue reminded herself that Nanao was a transfer student from a normal school and she didn't inherit any ninja art, but she acquired it. Maybe you called it a remedial class in your previous school? Ah, that one. Yeah, that one. So today's makeup class is a PE class. Well, it's like a combat simulation, mimicking real combat situations. Kozue said as she snapped her fingers like she always did. And, yeah, that's it. It looks like you completed your written subjects well, so this combat simulation is the last one, so cheer up. Don't you think it's a bit much? Too much? Nanao replied in honorifics, which didn't sound respectful at all, and looked around. Normally, the field would be filled with students who are on their way to club activities, but since it's a holiday, only Kozue and Nanao were the only ones there, as if they had rented the entire space. And in an empty field were lots of machines and giant organisms. Is this too much? Of course it is. I'm not good at field training. As expected, there were over 20 automatons that Kozue had prepared, and behind them were even more repulsive creatures, such as ogamas or giant spiders. Nanao couldn't help but complain at what she saw. Well, I programmed the automata to be non-lethal, so you won't die, I suppose. The ogamas and ninja spiders are well trained, so they will be alright, I suppose. You suppose? Relax, if you follow the instructions you learned in class, you'll finish with a few injuries at most. What? Nanao was trying to run away as soon as she heard what Kozue said to her. Getting hurt during a makeup class? This doesn't add up, which was why she tried to run away. Over 20 automata are in front of her, and Kozue, her teacher, was behind her. It would be easier for her to turn around and run away, but the pressure from Kozue didn't let her. Now, let the test begin. I cannot believe this. It doesn't sound like a joke, she meant it. Nanao, who sensed Kozue's seriousness, took out the sword she was given and took her stance. See, I knew you could do this. No, I'm done. For real? It's fine. Aim high as a human. I mean a Taimanin. I'm gonna kill you after this. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you. Still looking alive as ever. Cool, cool. Mind if I increase the difficulty? A bear? This is where I die. I'm so gonna die here. You've got to be kidding me. Ha 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 ha. People who are on the brink of death don't really say they're gonna die. So don't give up, Chujo. Ugh. I can't die here. I'm going to live longer than everyone else here. The report said she is not good at using her ninja art, though she has awakened one. But she has the will to live. Yeah, I was like, oh, this is a Sakuya-chan story, so Soro's probably going to be involved. I'm pretty sure I have a... Wait, did I get the techwear for her? I forgot. I don't know if I got the techwear for her or if I just got the supporter. You little shit. Nanao took down a ninja bear and dashed toward the last automaton, avoiding its attacks. And she raised the sword in her hand to swing it hard. This is the last blow. Fire art, Scarlet Death Blast. Nanao swings the sword, shouting at the top of her lungs. No swordsmanship, no skills, just pure power and energy. The swing looked impossible to slash the automaton's mechanical body, even in the eyes of a beginner, but the automaton exploded as soon as the sword hit. At the same time, a magazine on sword knuckle guard rotated and cartridge was used with the clanking sound of metal. Is it done? I used 4 cartridges already for the shitty test. Now I looked at the mechanic sword Kagatobi, which is equipped with a rotating magazine like a revolver, without checking the remains of the automaton she blew up last. That's a typo over there. In the magazine, there were Chujo no Nao's particles. I'm not really good with guns, but I know for a fact that it's on a revolver is not called a magazine. It's called a... I think it's called the cylinder. Revolver cylinder. Yeah, it's called the cylinder. Because Nanao is unable to use her ninja art skillfully, she activates her ninja art through a bullet, where she stores her particles. This sword is a weapon to improve her competency. If you think that it's not just ordinary gear, but expensive and exclusively for Chujo Nanao, you can see how much Gosha Academy is expecting from her. This is it. I can't do this anymore. It reminds you of Nier's weapon from Devil May Cry. Kinda, a little bit. It's more like Squall's sword from Final Fantasy VIII. Or, I forgot his name, but he's in Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy XIV Gunblade. I forgot what the guy's name was, but he's like... He's in what was it? Shadowbringers, I think? The Shadowbringers trailer? Shadowbringers. I'd have to look it up later. Squall's weapon was a gunblade. It's basically a gun with a blade attached. You can fire bullets with this. Yeah, but if you play Dissidia, he uses it to like activate like fire attacks on his sword, like on the blade of his sword. And it doesn't really fire bullets because there's no barrel on it, so it just like superheats the sword temporarily. The bullets he fires from it are like fire magic. Someone who's absolutely at their limits won't even be able to say I can't. Seeing as though you can, Chujo Nanao, you still got some left in you. She's dangerous. She's 100 times more dangerous than my homeroom teacher. Nanao, who took down Automata, Ogoma, and Ninja Spiders, and a Ninja Bear at the end, looked at Kozue in terror while catching her breath. Though Nanao was pretending to be cocky, she was genuinely terrified by the teacher who only looked like a little girl. Good, you took some time, but you survived. You passed the makeup training. I'll give you 60 points. Only 60 points after all this? Of course. You can't use any ninja art properly. You're clumsy when you use it. Your physical abilities are below average. Fitness levels are no different to normal people. Other teachers would have given you only 40 points if you ask me. Plus your attitude, tone, and manners towards your teacher are. You would have been given 30 points if I wasn't your teacher. You should behave if you want to get a higher score. Oh, get higher score. That's a typo. You should get higher scores or a high score. I only took this makeup class because I have nowhere else to go. If I get expelled from here, I don't need a high score. Ha ha ha. Well, come to think of it, you wouldn't have run away from your home, skipped classes if you think the same way as others. Kozue laughed cheerfully upon seeing Nanao's reaction, which was just as she expected. Nanao pouted and looked away as if Kozue's attitude annoyed her. Can I be dismissed now that the makeup class is finished? No way, the class isn't finished to clean up the mess, Chujo Nanao. But I'm tired. If you don't, then I'll have to do it. No wonder. This teacher's quite annoying. Nana thought, but she could sense through Kozue's tone that she was being serious about not letting her go unless she cleaned up the mess, so Nana walked towards the mess. It's quite the job cleaning up the debris scattered all over the place because she practices an explosive style of fire art. The Ogamas are returning to the mountain. Kind of cute. It was when she was daydreaming with those thoughts. Ma'am, Miss Munakata! Huh? Kozue, who was dozing off without helping Nanao because she was too tired from going to too many missions, then he snapped back to reality at the voice. Is that Kanazuki Sora? Knows who it is just by listening to the voice, even if it's from that far away. Nanao couldn't tell who was shouting at her from afar, but Kozue noticed it was Kanazuki Sora straight away, one of Gosho Academy's students. Kozue slapped her cheek to wake herself up and looked in the direction the voice came from. What's the matter, Kanazuki-kun? Keep cleaning, Chujo-kun. Busted. Now who was caught from taking a break, resumed cleaning. Sora ran towards Kozue and started talking, breathing heavily. Miss Munakata, Sakuya-chan is missing. Eh? Kozue and Nanao tilted their heads, seeing Sora in a panic because they couldn't understand what Sora just said. Did I get her techwear off? I feel like I didn't. Oh, I did. Where is it? Hell yeah. Okay, so you can change it to long hair. I like that. You can take off the mask. I'll keep the mask on. Just keep cute with the mask. Take off the jacket and the hot pants. I wish you could only take off, like, just take off the jacket. That's unfortunate. Take off the ears. Take off the tail. I want to keep those. Alright, let's keep it like this. Very cute. Hey Sakuya-chan, do you have any plans for next holiday? A few days ago, during lunchtime on a weekday, Kanazuki Sora and Igawa Saki were chatting to each other. No, nothing special. I guess I'm staying at home. Why do you ask? Huh? I was hoping we could have fun together. I'm not in the mood. I won't go outside. I see. Alright then, I'll go to your place. Sometimes I'm confused if you and I are using the same language. So I went to Sakuya-chan's house just before. I see. You're still getting along with Igawa-kun, Kanazuki-kun. Is it though? Now was overhearing their talk, smiling bitterly as if she couldn't understand Sora's words while continuing to clean up. So I went to Sakuya-chan's house, but she wouldn't come out no matter how many times I called her name. I was worried, so I went inside, but Sakuya-chan wasn't there, and her house is messed up. Messed up? Yeah, its footprints were everywhere in the house, and the windows were broken. Yes, footprints were everywhere in the house, and windows were, why I read that. I was looking for Sakuya-chan because I thought something bad had happened to her, but I couldn't find her. That worries me. Kozue replied lightly, but her face was serious with worry. I didn't know what to do on my own, so I ran to Gosho Academy hoping to find someone, and I found you, Miss Munakata. I see, you must be very frightened, Kanazuki-kun. Why don't you relax and take a deep breath first? Kozue had Sora take a deep breath, caressing her shoulders to let her relax. In the meantime, she was trying to understand the situation in her head based on the information she had. Pretty weird no one would answer the Igawa residence. I think Sakuya is not part of, like, Asagi's direct family. I think she's like a branch family, kind of like with Tokiko and Kotaro. So that would be like the main thing. Oh, but I mean, I guess that's not like a great example because Tokiko and Kotaro live together. But I think in the case of like Sakuya doesn't live with Asagi. Yeah, they're like cousins or something. Branch family thing. It's one of those feudal Japan things. Kidnap is what I can think of, but coming all the way to Gosha just to kidnap a girl? I don't think someone would risk making all the Taimanins their enemies. Well, let's go to her place. Chujo-kun, prepare to come with me to Igawa's house if you are almost done. What? Why do I have to? You don't really have something else to do, do you? I have that information too. Just help us a little. Your classmate might be at risk. What? No. I don't want to do something troublesome. I already used 4 cartridges already during the makeup class. If I helped them find that person, I would spend the rest of my holiday filling up the magazines. They're not magazines. It's okay. They don't come from a gun culture. It's alright. I get it. They have the katana, the spirit of the samurai. It's been a while since she had a holiday, so she wanted to rest. When I now declined to join them with that in mind, Kozue sighed. Stop trying to miss out. Igawa-kun might be in danger if she really was kidnapped. We don't know what would happen to her. Are you really going to let that happen and do nothing? That's the worst way to motivate me, ma'am. Nanao said to Kozue as if she truly hated it. Nanao knows how Sakuya would feel if she doesn't do anything, because Nanao wasn't rescued when she was kidnapped. So she couldn't help but projecting herself to Sakuya. If Sakuya was indeed kidnapped and held somewhere, she couldn't help projecting herself who begged for her life. You're the worst. I mean it. Please, Miss Chujo, please help me. I know. Yeah, I know I should help. It was what Nanao begged forever when the 7 people, including herself, were held captive. Please save me. I beg you. Please help me. So, can I clean the rest later, ma'am? Of course, saving lives is priority. Let's go to Igawa-kun's house, shall we? Nanao held her breath upon seeing the tragedy before her eyes when she entered Sakuya's house. There are footprints everywhere and the windows are broken. The room was a total trash dump. This is quite... Kozue stopped herself from speaking her thoughts and looked closely at the footprints. It's not that big. In fact, it was similar to her foot size. If this footprint does not belong to Igawa-kun, the suspect is her age, a teenager, maybe. Huh? How did you know that? The size of the footprint here is similar to mine. It's possible to predict the height and figure if you examine the size of the footprint, even if they are demons. Unless, of course, if the suspect is a shapeshifter. Mid-teen, similar age as Miss Chujo or me. Call me Nanao. I'll call you Sora. Kanazuki is hard to pronounce anyways. Yes. So, somebody similar age as me, or is Nanao-chan or kidnapped Sakuya-chan? Kozue and Nanao shook their heads at Sora's question. Igawa-kun excelled in her class. I doubt she was defeated by someone her age. I can't think of anyone who is her age and can beat her at the same time. Though Igawa Sakuya hasn't awakened her ninja art, her physical abilities, and her skills, she's as powerful as the seniors of Gosho Academy. Kozue and Nanao shook their heads because they couldn't imagine Sakuya being kidnapped since they know how skillful Sakuya is. However, her house is like this and there are footprints everywhere. Right, that's the point. Kozue looked around again when Sora pointed it out. We were confused by the shattered window and footprints, but if you look closely, the other places in the house aren't. This means Igawa-kun didn't resist. We were confused, okay. Isn't it odd that someone who's as powerful as Igawa-kun didn't even resist a person who broke her windows and intruded in her home? Yep. What are you suggesting? I suppose it's someone who Igawa-kun already knows or someone she trusts. Kozue examines the footprints. Look, footprints of 2 people lead to the window. If you look at their direction, they go around the room and then outside, right? They did. Good eyes, ma'am. Examining a scene is my specialty. And even though Igawa-kun's footprints aren't here, neither are her traces of her resistance. So in other words, I think Sakuya followed the owner of the footprints on her own accord. Kozue deducted that far and walked towards the broken window. The broken window glasses were inside, but none of them were outside. It seemed that there aren't any footprints outside. I guess the person we're looking for can fly. A demon. Damn, plausible theory. Shut up. It could be a new UFS weapon, but if something like that came in Gosha, we would have noticed already. And if it were a new UFS weapon, Igawa-kun would have resisted. Kozue wrote out the possibility of UFS's weapon involvement because the other places in the house were clean. Then are you suggesting that flying demon took Sakuya-chan? I believe we were better off asking around with that in mind. Judging by the direction of the window, they might have been spotted if it passed Inagaya or the Izakaya. I drink from time to time. I'm an adult, you know. But you look so young. How I look doesn't matter, does it? It's my age that matters. I bet she gets carded everywhere she goes. Although if she's shorter than Nanao-chan or me, she is an adult. It's great that you know so much, Ms. Munakata. Did you really have to point that out? Shoot, is height so important? Ma'am, you're thinking it too loud. Kozue cleared her throat upon hearing Nanao and went outside first. The 3 gathered information about the Izakaya and Inagaya based on Kozue's deduction. Then it was easy to have information about Sakuya and the 2 demons who took her. Lilem and Minasaki? Haven't you met them yet, Nanao-chan? They're close to Fuma. One is a succubus and the other is a demon who calls herself an avatar of Yadagarasu. They sound cool. Calls herself an avatar of Yadagarasu. What does that mean? And why is she saying it as if it is nothing? Is it normal? Nanao thought to herself because she was embarrassed to ask when Sora spoke like it was something that she should have known. And I heard Igawa-kun didn't actually get kidnapped or was taken against her wishes. She went with them. Then it means she prioritized hanging with the 2 demons called Lin and Minasaki over you. Sora dropped her shoulders. And now felt as if she said something wrong right after she saw Sora's shoulders shiver. Oh wow, that's a tongue twister. Hey, they don't sound dangerous, do they? Maybe we don't need to keep looking for them. Sakuya-chan, how could you? Hey, don't be so sad. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe she had plans with them before you. Do you really think so? If what you said before is true, Igawa didn't seem to want to hang out with you, did she? Maybe she already had plans, but just couldn't say no to you. I forgot what the story behind this was, but I'm pretty sure it was something more mundane than that. I think what happened... actually, no, I'm not gonna... I forgot. Why am I comforting her? We barely talk to each other. Nanao dropped her shoulders upon reminding herself that she, too, was not good with talking to other people. So don't be disappointed. We good? Good. I've helped you this much, so I think I'm going to go back to the academy and clean the mess. Wait, is something else left? I want to go back as soon as I can. As Nanao spoke seriously, Kozue, who had been thinking quietly, looked her in the eyes. Though Kozue may look small and young, Nanao stopped talking because of the pressure she felt from the experienced Taimanin. I don't want to talk about this, but Lilim and Minasaki are well known for the mischief they cause. We have to stop Sakuya if she's going to go down a bad way because of them. Huh? I thought they were innocent. They only look innocent because they like to joke around, but their jokes sometimes go too far. Haha, tell me about... wait, hang on. Yep, haha, tell me about it. Fuma said they are a pain in the ass. Sometimes. What did they do? Nana was a little interested, but didn't say her thoughts out loud because she felt it was better not to ask right now. So do we keep looking for her, Igawa? Someone smashed her windows and broke in. I want to check if she's safe. Yes, besides, I want to hear from her why she picked Lilim and Minasaki-chan over me. I feel like the purpose of all this has changed. Nana doesn't say her thought out loud, thinking it would be better to keep it to herself. She then sighed because the atmosphere made it hard for her to go, ask if she could go back. I'll help you find her, but instead, could you help me clean up after this? Yes, of course, so please help us, Nana-chan. She's so full of energy. Ugh, I don't like that kind of personality. It was when Nana looked away from Sora, overwhelmed by her bright personality. Scream. Ouch. Something really hard hit Nana's back. Then the sound of metal echoed in the area several times before she felt a vibration under her feet. As she looked back, a lot of junk rolled on the ground. Then she found the girl who owned that junk. Hey, what are you doing? Get out of the way. You're the one who bumped into me. I was just standing here. You're getting in my way just by standing there. I can't see ahead of me with all this stuff. Just don't walk the road if you can't see ahead. Is when Nana said it under her breath. Sora's voice became high-pitched. Lilim-chan? What the? Why did you call me so loud? When Sora called her name, Lilim took a step back. She must be surprised by Sora's sharp voice, which was always kind and soft. That's Lilim? Nana looked at the little succubus, who was only her chest height upon hearing Sora screaming. Wait, Lilim is that short? Oh wait, no, it's not now, okay. She's definitely young, almost as young as Miss Kozue. That didn't take so long to find. Find me? What, were you looking for me? I didn't do anything wrong. Yet. Yep, she said yet by herself. Nana looked at Sora and Kozue, thinking Lilim convinced that she was about to do something bad in another way. She is the one who kidnapped Igawa? Lilim-chan, where did you take Sakuya-chan? Huh? I can't say, said Lilim, running away as she grabbed as many of the junk that she had dropped beforehand. Hey, wait up! I'm not a fool who would stop if you say stop. I mean, no, you look very scary right now, Sora. Are you really going to do something evil? I'll be mad for sure if you are. Another one chasing me? My god, what is happening? Lilim runs, shouting as if she's about to cry, and Kozue and Sora run after her. Nana, who is left behind, looks around, unsure of what to make of the situation. Wait for me? She also follows suit. Wait, why are you following me? I didn't do anything wrong yet. Yet doesn't mean you won't. How did you figure that out? Are you really planning to lead Sakuya-chan astray? I will never let you do that. What's wrong with you? All of you, get away from me! Huh? As Lilim yelled, Nana felt the world wobble and her strength leave her body. Of course, it's this background music. What was that? Shoot. Shoot? What the heck is going on, ma'am? On now, ma'am. Lilim-chan, why are you attacking us? Because you're scaring me. Not only that, not only you, but those two as well. Just take a nap. So what's going on? We fell into a dream of a succubus, into Lilim's dream. My goodness, they always present their powers when they're playing tricks like this. This is why you shouldn't overlook Lilim and Minasaki's pranks. Does that mean the succubus charmed us asleep in a flash? But Miss Kozue, aren't you one of the Taimanin's instructors? Seems like I lost my cool and thought that Igawa-kun is involved. I will save Sakuya-chan, whatever it takes. Yeah, I did nothing. What a skill. How tall is Lilim, I wonder? Boom. Whew, okay. Stop there, Lilim-chan. No, why do I need to get scolded when I haven't done anything wrong? And suddenly several shadows rose around Lilim. They then formed into a succubus, seemingly higher ranked than Lilim, and stood in front of her as if to protect her. However, enough. With that rageful cry, Sora attacks. Lilim's freshly formed dream easily shattered. What's with you? Crying Lilim creates many more succubi. Hey, isn't this too much? The power of succubus is almost limitless in their dreams. She can create as many enemies for us as she wants. And how do you suppose we take them down? Well, making her realize there's a more horrible reality than she can imagine. When Nanao tilts her head, confused at Kozue's words, Sora standing ahead of them beat down a couple of high-ranked succubi. Stronger one, hey, stronger one. If I can't create a much stronger one, I'm dead meat. See? Make her think I won't be able to win whatever I do, like that. Get it? Namely, break her will? Yeah, if not, someone can wake us up, or we can defeat the succubus in the reality of the dream. Meanwhile, Lilim was materializing a stronger, higher-ranked succubus to protect herself. While she was at it, she focused on imagining the nearest thing to the worst reality. Someone horrible and scary. The boss, he loses his temper quite often, but he's not that scary. And the other Taimanins are quite gentle with us. Suddenly, one creepy demon came to mind. Right, there was an extremely scary person who went on a rampage and harassed the boss and the others, using our power on her own. Yeah. The moment she imagined the person, a shadow appeared beside Lilim, small just like her, on his pitch black body colors spread and her hair grew. Feels like I've seen this person in Gosha Academy's database. Felicia. She looks like a little girl, but be careful, she's strong. Kozue's tone changes and Nanao tenses. At the same time, Sora, who has multiple experiences in combat as a member of the task force, also felt the atmosphere change and broke out into a cold sweat. She's from a dream. We can take her down. I spent most of my power to make her. It won't be that easy. Go get him, Felicia, master of all demons. I don't think it's going to be that easy for you. Boss? Nope. What? Are you here already? To wake up from the dream, we should suppress Lilim, am I right? Yes, according to Fuma-kun's report, a simple noogie is enough. She's just a kid inside and out. Who are you calling the kid? Lilim is mature lady. Lady my ass, you smurf. Grrr, now I'm mad. Lilim-chan, where's Sakuya-chan? Felicia, protect me. Wait, I'm not using the right weapon for her. Hang on, let me fix that. Freikugo Sameo? Freikugo? There we go. But I want to use the Freikugo skin, so hell yeah. Nice boobs. She's kind of small. They're not bad. It's kind of small though. Hang on. Yeah, she's got a modest size. pretty big for her age. Sora's what, 15? She's canonically 15. I don't know. Given the Taimanin verse, she's kind of modest. As Sora and the others knock out the fake Felicia that Lilim had created, their surroundings went white. The next moment, they saw a clear blue sky. Where are we now? It seems we safely escaped the succubus's dream. Feels good. I feel like I caught up on a week's worth of sleep. You seem busy. You'd better take care of yourself not to be in bad condition. Oh dear, are you worried about me? Well, we lost Lilim-chan, by the way. Sora stood up, looked around, and said so. Lilim was nowhere near, but only machine parts or something that she probably dropped her on the ground. I guess realistic. I mean, in the art here, she looks pretty big, but in the model, she's a bit more modest. Sora picked one of them up, but had no idea what it was from. Do you recognize this? Oh, isn't this? I now looked into the machine part that Sora presented. I'm not sure, but is this a piece of the automaton I broke earlier? It looks similar. Oh, you have a good eye. You're right. It is debris of the automaton. But why is Lilim carrying something like the debris of the automaton? The three of them tilted their heads. There was no connection whatsoever. Sorry. Whatsoever between the gene manipulating demon and the automaton debris that made sense. What's going on between Sakuya-chan and the automaton? I don't know. It's hard to understand the way Succubus thinks in the first place. By the way, where the heck did you flee to? Do we have to ask around again? Seems so. Inagaya is just over there, so let's start there. Phew, it's quite nice shopping. My, young master. I understand entertainment is helpful when relieving stress, but please be careful not to get too hooked on it. I know, it's ridiculous to confuse the means with the end. Well, I thought I gave you some pocket money and thought that Tokiko has forced you to train harder recently. Please never let her know about this. If she finds out, she's going to nag at both you and me, so of course this is just between the two of us. Between the two of us. That made Saika blush, but when she noticed someone approach, her look instantly turned sharp. It was a subtle change, enough that no one would realize that she was always on guard and keeping an eye on everyone else. Fuma also reacted a few seconds late. Holding a newly released game in one hand, he rummaged for a kunai he had hidden with the other. Help me! But spotting Lilim, who was flying in the air while bawling, they let down their guard with a sigh. That idiot must have been up to no good again. Looks like it. What the heck did she do this time? Ugh. Hope she won't put me through a lot of trouble. Fuma! Sora. Is this related to Sora? A long-awaited holiday, a new game in my hand, nice weather, blue sky. Duty calls. When Fuma led outside, sensing the end of his holiday, he heard the sound of multiple footsteps approaching. It was Kanazuki Sora, a member of the task force, Munakata Kozue, an instructor of Gosho Academy, and Chujo Nanao, a middle school student who recently joined the task force. Oh, are you guys hanging out together outside the task force missions? I guess young people bond quickly nowadays. That's a very... It sounds like a middle-aged man. You'd better not speak like that, young master. Fuma cleared his throat at Saika's comment. His face now started twitching a bit. But as if turning a blind eye to some things is also a trait of an excellent subordinate... But as if turning a blind eye to some things is also a trait of an excellent subordinate, Saika didn't mention anything. Dating in secret out here, Fuma-kun? It's not like that, Miss Kozue. Saika just came shopping with me. I won't honestly say that she's here to give me some money, since it's embarrassing. People usually call it a date or a tryst. I'll leave it to your imagination. Anyway, is there a problem? You seem to be in a hurry. Without denying Kozue's joke, Saika changed the topic and sent gaze at Sora and Nanao. Fuma! Sakuya-chan! Sakuya-chan is missing! Sakuya. Yes, there are footprints all over her room and the windows were also broken. A kidnapping? Do you think so too? Was Sakuya-chan kidnapped by Lilim-chan? By Lilim? Come to think of it, I just saw her, but Sakuya wasn't with her. Fuma recalled Lilim, who was fleeing while she cried, but said that Sakuya wasn't with her. But while investigating, we heard that Sakuya was walking with Lilim-chan and Minasaki. Did they? I don't think they heard that. I think they just kind of like gaslit themselves into thinking that. Minasaki, she wasn't there either. Are you sure about that information? Yes, to be precise, she went missing a few hours ago. We just met the succubus Lilim during the investigation and fought against her. People claim that she had been walking with Lilim and Minasaki, so it doesn't seem like a kidnapping. It means you don't know what the connection is between Saki and Lilim yet, right? Yes. I see. Sora, calm down first. Agitation only disturbs you from finding the truth. Okay. Well, Saki and Lilim know each other. Perhaps they got caught up in something troublesome. Maybe Saki intentionally intervened, or those guys were too foolish and she tried to help. I thought I told them off enough earlier. Are they planning to pull another prank? Look at this. As soon as I heard the names of Lilim and Minasaki, I suspected that they might be up to something mischievous again. Then Sora took out the parts of the automaton she had picked up earlier. What's this? It's part of the automaton using Gosha's training, and it's quite new. Lilim had this, though she fled before we could ask her what she was going to use it for. Lilim had this. That idiot cannot make or fix a machine. As Fumo replied so based on the experience till now, Kozue shrugged her shoulders. The same goes for Minasaki. But how about Igawa-kun? She seems to be with them and she probably has some knowledge. You mean Sakuya-chan is going to do something wrong together with Lilim-chan and Minasaki-chan? That's not what I meant, but the fact that Igawa Sakuya is with them and they are collecting machine parts in which they don't usually have an interest is a little hard to ignore. Can't deny it. After thinking for a few seconds, give me a moment. He ran into Inagea, but he didn't buy anything but returned shortly after. I asked the owner to take care of my belongings. Alright, I'm gonna help you find her. Fuma! Sora let out a high-pitched cry of joy, and Nanao, who stood beside her, frowned, covering her ears. Lilim and Minasaki could be in Gosha Village because I have agreed to protect the... No, I helped them to be here, and I have a duty to stop their mischief. Well, I don't think it'll happen, but if Sakuya did get caught up in some trouble, I should help her as a senior. Thank you. I feel much more secure with you. Yay, yay, suddenly you look fine. You have a mission now, right, Saika? Yes, I'm so sorry, but I can't help you from here. I think I'll be okay since Miss Kozue is with you, but don't let down your guard and be careful, young master. I like how she just changed her outfit, like right here. Yeah, I know. You focus on your mission so you don't get injured. We will try to take care of things here on our own. As soon as Fuma finished his words, Saika disappeared. Only Kozue was looking up at the sky. She vanished. No, after jumping high to avoid obstacles, she ran fast with all her power. If you focused enough, you wouldn't miss her. No, 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 no. She was totally invisible, right? So, shall we start by looking over the information? Fumo once again listened to the information that Sora and the others had gathered until now. To sum it up, it goes like this. Sakuya, who had said she would spend all day in her house, suddenly disappeared. Her room was messy with footprints, the window broke and it assumed someone invaded through it. According to the investigation, Sakuya was walking with Lilim and Minasaki, and Lilim was collecting parts of the automaton. I have no idea. Of course you don't, because it's what a carefree, stupid succubus and her friend did. It's so annoying that they never behaved with common sense. Isn't that too severe? Normally, I would have thought that they were collecting the parts for sale or to use somehow, but the automaton using Gosha is not that special. Even if they were to sell them outside of Gosha, I don't think they would be worth the amount of money to the degree of making Taimanin their enemies. Above all, they are something easily obtained anywhere. But since it's them and Minasaki, they may be able to sell them. The number of this might be it is endlessly increasing, and it makes my head blow out. Besides, though they are stupid, they're not that silly either. They won't try to destroy everything after assembling the automaton, but they may smash something as a prank. can't even count how many times I've been swayed by them like that. They have a certain degree of common sense, but when thinking it is a prank, they easily get out of control. Then what should we do in the end? Go get them, hang out with them a bit, and give them a noogie. Give a noogie. Isn't he a bit dumb compared to the rumors? Then Sora carefully raised her hand. Perhaps they were trying to lure Sakuya-chan to make her do something wrong? Sakuya is a reliable person, so I don't think she will carelessly make a fuss as the Minasaki do. Though cynical, she's basically kind. She would have probably felt tempted to help them a little after finding their folly. I only heard their name for the first time today, but I feel sorry to see them called stupid this much. As Nana felt sympathy for Lilim and Minasaki, the latest popular song played out from a phone inside Fuma's pocket. Saika, what's up? Young master, I found Lilim on the way. Did you? I'll send you the info. I'll keep on my way to the mission right away, but please be aware not to be careless. Don't worry, no need to care about me, so focus on your mission. Okay. The file was transmitted to the phone as soon as the call was cut off. A certain point was marked right on the map of Gosha Village. She's overprotected. Who would be on guard again? Overprotective. Who would be on guard against Lilim and Minasaki? Anyway, she seems to have found those two on the road to the mission site. To a mission site. What? That easily? You're probably relieved in thinking that they successfully fled away from you, because they are always bad at wrapping up a matter well. So this is the place where Lilim and Minasaki-chan kidnapped and brought Sakuya-chan to. Would you stop speaking to that way? You scare me now. There's a big dark hole in front of them. It was Gosha Village's underground sewer where weird stink came out from the inside. No traps around here and the retreat route is also secured. I also took a look around, but there weren't any traps either. Okay, then let's get inside. Yeah, by the way, Miss Chujo, you haven't experienced real missions yet, have you? Oh yes, I'm still learning, and just call me Nanao. Call me whatever you want, Sora. Can you take a vanguard position? No problem. Fuma and the others headed toward the inside of the waterway with Sora at the front. Are you letting Sora in the lead even though she uses a ranged weapon? Yes, I'm not good at close combat, and you haven't fought against enemies in real, right? But Sora has been in the vanguard position many times on the task force's missions. What about Miss Kozue? Pushing the young into trouble. That's what I should do here as an adult. That's just a joke. She'll watch her back. Even if Sora fails, she will do it back up. Well, I should step ahead before her if it really happens. After a while, Sora stopped. As looking down, they all realized why. Are those the automata? The drone's debris is also over here. I don't know how they managed to collect them this much. Someone's coming, Fuma. What do we do? Upon hearing Sora, Fuma looked around. He looked into the debris of 10 and more automata and drones and checked whether they would be a trap in the blind spot. Still, there's no trap. Keep moving forward. Got it. After loading an arrow and a crossbow on her arm, she braced herself in advance. Oops. Perhaps more nervous than she looked, Sora subconsciously kicked the automaton's head lying near her feet. The sound echoed in an underground sewer, and a girl with black wings looked back. You're late. How long do you make me wait? What are you doing here, Minasaki? Eck, boss, why are you here? What's eck? That's what I'm saying. What the heck are you doing here collecting these? Meanwhile, Sora was aiming the arrow on the crossbow at Minasaki. At the pressure as if the lie would never be allowed, Minasaki totally got panicked. Huh? What the heck is going on? I didn't do anything yet. Feels like I heard the same excuse earlier. Because they have the completely same mindset and mental age. What are you scheming with this automaton debris? You don't even know how to fix them, do you? I'm back. Phew, it was a total jackpot. I met Sora by accident and I thought she was almost about to kill me. Saying so, Lilim showed up with so many machine parts in her arms that she could barely see the front. Only when putting down the collected debris, she realized that she was talking to Kozue, not Minasaki, and her chirpy voice went faded out. Did something increase? Don't call people a thing, idiot. What prank are you planning to do this time? Why does the story go like this? Besides, boss, why are you here? And Sora and the others, I must have perfectly fed away from them. It's because Saika found you on the way to her mission and sent me the map marked out your location. By the way, you're really bad at wrapping up things. What? Though I had come back here once since the machines were too heavy. I thoroughly flew around the village to leave them out and now came back, but how? Going... That was a bit awkward. Throw. The moment she came back to put down the load because it was heavy, there was no meaning to flying around the village in the first place, I guess. Minasaki-chan, Lim-chan. Sora? What? Why? What made her so outraged? She's scary. Lilim, what did you do this time? I don't know. She's been upset from the very beginning, even though I didn't do anything yet. Where's Sakuya-chan? Sakuya? Sorry, but I can't tell you. At that moment, Minasaki put her hand in her pocket, and the debris of the automata and drones scattered nearby began to shake slightly. Were you hiding the movable automata below the debris? It was what we prepared for Sakuya, though. Sorry, Sakuya. With that, Minasaki ran away inside the sewer. Hey, wait, what do you mean this was for Sakuya-chan? Sorry, we'll chase them later. Now get rid of these first. But if we miss them now, won't they be gone away? Chasing them without wiping these out will probably just put us between enemies. Then we may be unable to escape. She's right, Sora. If you're worried about Sakuya, let's beat these down in a hurry. Okay. It's just an automaton, right? Oh yeah, it's a ruined Christmas one. Abandoned Christmaton. I like how it has a sad face. Whew, okay. Thirsty. Huh? Three arrows unleashed in a flash nailed the last automaton upon the wall. That skill, power, and accuracy, which all the arrows must have pierced the vital points of their shot at human, made it hard to believe that Sora was using a long-range weapon, even at such a young age. Wow, she's amazing. That's why she's selected to the task force even while attending middle school. Well, that might be a burden for her though. Feels like she lives in a different world from me. You really think so? Now didn't speak any longer Kozue's question. You two, stop there. Hold on, what's going on? Did you make the machine run amok again? No, we didn't. Sakuya-chan, Sakuya, you should not come here. You can't shut down the runaway automata by yourselves, can you? My. Igawa Sakuya, who Sora and the others kept looking for, appeared from inside, grumbling so. Sakuya-chan? Huh? Sora, what are you doing here? Told ya, you shouldn't come out. Sakuya, it was you who said I don't want to see Sora. Well, did she really say that if she didn't want to see me? You, whatever you think it is, it's not. By the way, there were also so many others. Sakuya's gaze headed to Nanao, Kozue, and Fuma, who stood behind Sora, and she sighed deeply, lowering her shoulders. Sora told me that you were abducted, but what really happened? Abducted? What led you to think so? But your room was all messed around. The window broke and you weren't in the house, though you had said you wouldn't get out today. Hey, I did say there was no plan to get outside, but it didn't mean that I would be stuck in the house the whole day. Namely, Sora just misunderstood. But your room was a total disaster. Didn't they do anything to you? Oh, Miss Chujo. Wait, what? Did you get in my room? Yeah, because I thought you were missing, and I went to ask Nanao-chan and Miss Munokata for advice. Oh my, this is so shameful, really. Yeah, it's embarrassing when someone comes in when you're not in your room. You speak like you've been in that situation before. Baffled at Fuma's words, Sakuya looks at Sora. I wasn't kidnapped or anything, as you can see. Then why was the room so messy? They broke into the window. I was thinking of fixing it later. We already apologized to Sakuya. Thinking that they were going to be scolded by Fuma and the others, Lila and Minasaki said that they definitely apologized. But then why is Igawa-kun with you guys? I'm sorry, but delinquents and the top student do not have anything in common. I'm helping on my day off. Don't I have the right to know the reason why? I guess you do. You really overthink things, Sora. But when I went, you weren't there, and you said you didn't want to meet me. That's also a misunderstanding. I just wanted to ask these two to help me with my training. Training? Because recently Sora's gotten used to the task force missions, and her grades in school have been getting better and better. And when I think that way, it made me anxious. I see, but why Lila and Minasaki? I'm sorry to say, but these two aren't good partners of training, are they? Sorry for not being good. That is rude. Well, I think so too, but Sakuya? That is also rude. I think it's a reasonable judgment. Anyway, you two come over here. How did you guys collect this amount of automaton scraps? Come on, clean that up. Help, boss. Boss, help. So why is it those two people? He ignored us. As we ignored them and continued talking, Sakuya slowly opened her mouth to speak. At first, I was training on my own in the mountains behind the village. That's dangerous, practicing in the back of the mountains. But there I don't have to worry about finding a partner to train with. And unless I train in an environment similar to actual combat, it won't be useful for my training. So I was training, then I met the two of them doing something secretive in the mountains. Secretive? I'm tired, boss. Insert me, I'm tired, boss. Yeah. I mean, Fuma's probably the one tired of them, so. Fuma looks at the two girls who were dragged by oh, that's a typo. Kozue, and forced to clean up. Sensing his suspicious gaze, Lila and Minasaki. That's another typo. Two typos in one box, and they're two different words, so. Stare at him in surprise. Uh-oh, don't look away. No, Sakuya, you can't say that. Please, Sakuya, not the boss, anyone but the boss. Is there something else apart from getting caught training? I'm not so sure, but those two were collecting something like flowers. And I just said I won't tell them about it in exchange for their help with my training. Flowers in the back of the mountain? Oh, were you guys growing the flower that I told you to dispose of? Yes, and we were going to. We thought we were done, but there was some left. What? Weren't you guys secretly growing them? I'm tired of getting scolded by boss anymore. Yeah, that's right. And just say that hiding like that is just making the problem worse, and that's what you guys get scolded for. Huh? Are you believing these demons? These guys may try deceiving others, but they're not clever enough to tell lies. Hey, don't treat us like idiots. I'm gonna tell Tokiko everything that happened or not. Do that and your troubles won't end at a noogie. Trust me. I'm already in trouble as it is for buying a game with allowance I asked for in advance from Saika and not Tokiko. I can't let Tokiko find out. Fuma cleared his throat as if to say this talk is over and looked towards the Nile. Well, to tell the truth, the possibility that Lila and Minasaki were doing something like kidnapping is completely gone when I heard Sakuya's story. Sorry? Parts of the machine that Sora and the others had found, plus the debris that Lila brought back and the ones in the waterway, they are all easily broken parts of training automaton. So what does that mean? I guess they were repairing the automaton themselves while training in this waterway in exchange for not talking about the demon grass. She asked the two to collect parts for repair. Well, if you know the purpose, it's just simple and easy to understand theory. Fuma said and shrugged his shoulders, then threw the automaton parts they had picked up to Sakuya. I said it before, but the automaton parts are cheap. It's not hard to get them. Especially if there are many people like Nanao who destroy automaton. No one will know a part is missing. Ugh, what about the remedial classes today? I don't know the details, but the information has come in. Despite everything, I've put in various efforts so that we can at least see information about talented individuals. I don't think I'm talented. Whether you're talented or not isn't determined by classes in the academy, but rather whether they can act properly when the time comes. Fuma said and looked at Sakuya and Sora at the same time. Sakuya-chan? Sora, I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose to you. I don't want to lose to you, anyone. For Sakuya, or rather for a member of the Igawa clan, strength is a matter of pride and duty. She has the same name as the almighty Taimanin, Igawa Asagi. That alone creates expectations. So for Sakuya, Kanazuki Sora, who is a stronger Taimanin than her, is her peer, but also her rival, which is why she doesn't want to lose to. Please, Sora, let's have a match. What? As Taimanin of the Igawa clan, I wish to defeat you. I don't want to lose. Was she feeling that much pressure? Fuma thought he could understand Sakuya's feelings. Even though he is a member of the Fuma clan, he hasn't awakened his ninja art. As a member of the Fuma clan, which produces excellent evil eye users, he has been constantly despised as a one-eye for not possessing a ninja art. There is part of him that understands Sakuya's situation. A distinguished clan will exclude anyone incompetent with just that. If you don't have a ninja art, just that. Please, Sakuya-chan. Teenagers. Please don't interrupt them, Miss Kozue. Haha. Okay, well, as a teacher, it's fun. I want to see the showdown between Kanazuki Sora, who is recently showing improvement, and Igawa Sakuya, the top student of the Igawa clan. Kozue mumbled, but she probably knows the dangerous atmosphere coming from Sakuya. Depending on the outcome, she might get hurt, but still. Accept it, Kanazuki-kun. But miss, fighting with Sakuya, no. If you received a challenge, I want you to accept it, for your friend, Igawa-kun. If Sakuya loses, it'll be hard on her. It'll be fine it's fine if she loses. Kids have the privilege to get back up even if they lose, and adults should create a place where such children can lose. Kozue said and looked at Nanao, who was watching the situation. I actually wanted to do this after training a little more. Huh? What are you? I'll tell you if you win. Okay, we should get ready. Jujo-kun? Huh? Nanao gets dragged along. Fuma-kun, collect more automaton parts and continue to repair them with those two. Okay. Fuma shrugs and then begins to collect the wreckage of the automaton drawns typo with Lilith and Minasaki. Take a break with Sakuya. We're going to prepare everything. What does that mean? That's a typo. I'm not exactly sure, but I feel like we've been forgiven for something. That depends on what you do from now on. Sorry, Saka. I know you just completed a mission, but thanks for helping out. A few hours later, Fuma called Saiko, who had just finished her mission, and together they finished repairing the automata that were in the sewer. No, it's okay, but that's an interesting thought, to find out which of the two young people, Igawa Sakuya and Kanazuki Sora, is the superior one. From a commanding perspective, it's not a good idea. Boo it. Typo. So many typos in this one chapter. Maybe that's what rivals are. I never had one myself. I see, it might be a privilege of the young, but what about them? No more. I can't lift anything heavy anymore. My back! That's payback for trying to hide information about the demon grass from me last time. I don't think you had any malicious intentions, so I'll let you help us with this. You demon. You're the demon here. Fuma, we're ready. Okay, Saika, I'm sorry, but as an adult, I need you to be a judge too. If something happens to Miss Kozue alone, we might be too late to respond. Oh my, quite a luxurious match. Saika stood between Sora and Sakuya, smiling as she said, I'm ready. The contest is to destroy the automata, the drones installed in the sewer. I prepared a few surprises, but don't worry about them and just concentrate on your match. I set up the automata with Nanao. To make things fair, neither of us know where each of us put them. Okay. Are you really going to do this, Sakuya-chan? I said it time and time again. I don't want to lose to you, even if you're way better than me. Okay. Sora also got ready. The atmosphere changed. Is this really necessary? We're friends, right? We should just have fun together. There's a lot of things to consider, like our families, expectations. Sometimes it's even harder because you're friends. I don't really get it. You must be kind to help out even after saying that. Because both my written exam and physical exam scores were bad. I told you I'm doing this for the points. The moment she said that, okay, let's begin. At Saika's cue to start, the two Taimanis ran at each other. So I think this is the mission where you actually fight Sakuya as a boss. Foxar Kitsune Heat? Huh? Miss Saika? Oh, I never said I wasn't going to disrupt you. Ugh. Miss Saika coming forth is totally unexpected. Hoo, is it okay if you stop like that? Excuse me? I'm going ahead, help me from behind. This is a match, I don't think you need to help each other. But, if Miss Saika is against us, Sora and I won't be able to advance if we don't work together. Got it. Ah, this girl. Let's fight together, Sakuya-chan. Oh, Saika's the boss. We did it, we broke through Miss Saika, Miss Sakuya-chan. I don't think she was taking it seriously. Anyway, Sakuya looked at Sora, who was ahead of her. She's much stronger than she was. In the beginning, she had rookie written all over her face. She was weak. But now Kanazuki Sora has been running alongside Sakuya this whole time, now running ahead of her. Is she angry or sad? Even though it seems like effort is useless in front of talent, her heart burns. So I don't want to lose to you just yet. What? After a few steps, Sora felt something unusual behind her and turned around. In the dark tunnel, Sakuya's silver hair and white skin gleamed, but it soon disappeared. No, it's a shadow. Something dark is engulfing Sakuya. I'll show you the thing I wanted to practice. Now. The thing hidden in the darkness of the tunnel spoke in Sakuya's voice. The sound came from beside Sora's back, and it quickly caught up with her. I'm going to turn the tables with this. The dark thing ran through the dark tunnels. At the same time, the automata in front of Sora were being destroyed in an instant. It's so quick. Sora quickly aimed her arrow, but the targeted enemy was being destroyed faster than the arrow reached. In just a few seconds, the automata on Sora's line of sight were gone. Sakuya ran towards the sewer and stopped while heavily breathing in front of Fuma and the others who were waiting inside. I win. Was that Sakuya-chan's ninja art? Can you use ninja art now? Haven't seen Sora's look of surprise in a long time. Sakuya's breathing didn't calm down. You could tell that the physical burden was significant. She wasn't used to using ninja arts. Not surprised. When did you learn to use it? Not long ago. Is that so? I see. That was awesome, Sakuya-chan. You did it. Well done. Really well done. But why are you so happy? Sora was happy as if it was her own accomplishment. At the same time, Sakuya was the one taken aback by Fuma's attitude of understanding the situation where she doesn't have a ninja art and then bowed her head. I wanted to surprise you after I became more capable at using it. I see. But you said you didn't want to lose to me. But I didn't want to lose to you, especially now that I can use the ninja art. Oh. I mean, Sora is getting stronger so fast, I don't want to lose to you just yet. That's why I wanted to fight Sora when I got stronger and was able to use my ninja art flawlessly. Stubborn as always, never wanted to lose. Typical. Both Fuma and Sora, who had spent some time together, thought Sakuya's words were typical of her. The feeling of wanting to be stronger, not wanting to lose to anyone as a Taimanin of the Igawa clan, but at the same time not wanting to show her weakness to her peer at the same age, who was also her rival. However, I now felt slightly uneasy at Sakuya's attitude. When everyone around her was happy and praising Sakuya, another typo, she seemed to be stepping back as if something was troubling her. What's going on? She should be happy when everyone else is happy for her. Is she maybe hiding something? Nanao thought. Something's not right. Nanao sighed, thinking she might be overthinking things. During that time, Sakuya's breathing came back. Since this is a special occasion, let's all have dinner to celebrate. But Master, I informed Tokiko that we would return by lunchtime. Wouldn't you get told off if we don't return in time? Ugh. The Fuma clan master is so scared of his butler. Oh please, don't say that. Wait, could she be angry? She's probably angry. Well, we are 7 hours past the time we said we were going to return. I will apologize as well. Overprotective. Overprotective indeed. How long do we have to keep doing this? I want to go back soon. Although Sakuya showcased her ninja art, the incident ended there. Anyway, who knew Sakuya would be able to use ninja art? I don't know how to feel. Happy? Sad? It's complicated. Because you're quite worried. And here I am, still unable to awaken a ninja art. To be honest, I envy her. Fuma was worried for Sakuya because they both were people who didn't have a ninja art. He also thought that she wouldn't end up like himself. That is true, she is the older sister. Oh, it's funny because in the in Taimanin squad she has a bond event with I forgot her name. It's the girl that looks like Sora's sister. And she's mad at her because Fuma calls her big sis but doesn't call Tokiko big sis. So she's like jealous. He was happy that his worries ended there, but he was also jealous of her. He tried to erase his jealous feelings by saying it's complicated. I see. Saika also understood Fuma's situation. Another typo! Because he was the one who was criticized the most behind everyone's back, being called names like One-Eyed Fuma, Clan Master who doesn't even have a ninja art. That's what she thought. But, as I know, you're the strongest person I have ever met. Don't try to make me feel better. Just stop because it doesn't help. It's not like that. You're still here regardless of all the taunts and disrespect of being called a one-eye, without falling into the wrong path. Your current situation is a result and proof that the other people understand your situation. Pretty sure it's on the last event for Punisher Yukikaze? Is it? On the last event. I know that you have the strongest heart than anyone else. Don't praise me like that. I don't have anything to say to praise you back. Fuma says while stretching to hide his embarrassment. He could see the house from where he was. I'm back. Welcome back. You're quite late, aren't you? Oh, I'm sorry. As they entered the house, Tokiko came out to meet them. Oh, she's shaking. It was no different from before, but today she was holding a plastic bag from Inageya. In it were several games that Fuma had bought with pocket money he received secretly from Saika, breaking his promise that he didn't need them in training. Ah. He totally forgot about it because of the happening with Lilim and Sakuya, as he blankly stared at the bag Tokiko had in her hand. I was handed this on my way back home after a mission. In front of a shop in Inageya, they said you kept it there but never came back to retrieve them. Hoo hoo hoo. Haha. Tokiko smiled gently in a way that could captivate not only men but also women, and then spoke in a quiet voice, saying, "Please close the door when you come in." They were on a mission. Fuma was with Saika and Tokiko, and Fuma ordered Tokiko to scout ahead and Saika. Yeah, there was that. Yeah, that was in the Lightning Punisher. Do you have any idea how much of a problem you've caused? After the incident was over, Sora and Sakuya, who had parted ways with Kozue, were going back to each home. Stars were shining in the sky, almost as if blessing Sakuya, who had acquired her ninja art, or so it would seem, as Nano's voice sounded somewhat annoyed. Another typo. I'm sorry, I didn't expect a rumor that I was kidnapped would be made. No, it's alright, Sakuya-chan. I'm just glad you're safe. That's alright. No, it's not. I had to say goodbye to my holidays. I almost ran out of cartridges, and now it takes a whole day to recharge particles. Couldn't think of it. Nanao's weapon uses cartridges charged up with particles. I heard there was a prototype. How lucky to receive such a new type of gear. Kagatobi, you say? Wait, you know what it is? I'm not used to using ninja art yet, so I'm stocking up on cartridges in advance and using them. Actually, I envy Sora and Sakuya being able to use ninja art so easily. I don't use it that often. Sorry. Things got a bit out of hand because I kept my ninja art hidden. As Sakuya truthfully bows her head and now chuckles and pokes her shoulder. I'm not really mad, you know. It's just that if you don't tell me properly, I could cause trouble again. Consult with those around you first, and then secretly practice. If I do that, it won't be a secret anymore, though. What is it? No, nothing. Rather, it's not because Fuma said so, but since it's a rare occasion, so why not hold a party to congratulate you? Sora suggested going to the snack bar Sana, and Sakuya nodded with a rare smile. Sure. Filled with joy, Sora walked faster than Sakuya and Nanao. Then Nanao poked Sakuya on the shoulder again. So, what is it? You're hiding something, aren't you? It shows in your attitude, you know? I'm pretty much a delinquent, so when are you going to tell me what you're hiding? I don't know what you're talking about. Seeing that she won't make eye contact, it seemed that even Sakuya was aware. Nanao sensed that her thoughts were not wrong looking at Sakuya's attitude. I don't really care, but Sora's really worried about you, you know? Don't betray her trust. Leaving these words, Nanao chases after Sora. Oh, what were you guys talking about? About me? No, I just said that we should split the bill at Sana since we worked our asses off. But it's Sakuya-chan's congratulatory party. Hey, I just got dragged into this, you know? Alright, just got dragged into this, okay? Listening to the cheerful conversation, Sakuya squeezed the ampoule in her pocket as her expression vanished. I hope they didn't notice. Sakuya slowly exhaled, recalling the reactions of Fuma and all the others. Frowning, I want to become strong, more than anyone, anything, as Taimanin of the Igawa clan. At the end of her gaze was always the Taimanin with pink hair. I am for her, she thinks to herself. A bundle of talent, a genius. In that fight, deciding to fight against a powerful opponent instead of winning the match, kindness of choosing to fight and survive against a powerful opponent like Fuma Saika in an instant. A response fundamentally different from herself, who couldn't see anything else because she was blinded by the need to win. A power that she doesn't have. She envied that and was jealous of that. At the same time, she feels ashamed at herself for thinking that. She felt sad. I want to be stronger than Sora. That's why Sakuya had no choice but to squeeze the source of her power, the ampoule, with the power of hatred. Finish that? Whew, wow, that was a long one. It feels like. But there we go. It's a bond event with Kasahara Tatsumi, collateral descendant of the Fuma clan. Oh yeah, so she is a Fuma clan member. That's gotta be hard, Sakuya-chan. Sora is currently one of the strongest characters in the game. That is true. She does have to compete with Sora. Okay. Alright, let's do some time of 5. I don't think I can beat these in a minute, unfortunately. I don't have like the setups for it. This is probably her White's best setup, or one of the best setups for White, but it's not like the DPS setup, so. Yeah, it takes 40 seconds to beat that one, and the second phase is longer. Unless I get like spam critical somehow. That's an ult from Rinko. Yeah, this guy's got a lot of HP in defense. You only need to make it to say Yaksha's judgment is always critical. Okay. Let me see if I can make a build for that. I think I might need Makatamas for that. Let's see here. Supporter setup. Skill setup. Yakshas. Critical damage by 250. I guess I could do this. Do I have to, I do have to, I have to farm some more. Reiko is perfect for that. I'll smell Reiko. Yeah.
忙しいな。
あら、お呼びみたいね。
So I guess you just like bonk him and then. Yeah, that's doing a lot better. I can see it. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a sub 6 second, but we'll see. Yeah, ain't no way. Oh, my Yaksha Judgment got cancelled. Unfortunate. I can't see how much damage I'm doing with this. Okay. Whew, okay. Oh, that's a good drink. Oh, sorry. Oh, let's see here. Try a. Oh, Chris quit. I need that. Let me just skip the rest of these. So I want to do time attack. Okay. Let's see. Time attack. No, it's attack and defense. This is attack and crit. Nice. Okay, alright. Nice. Smooth. I love these transition animations. They're so cool. I like how they like every new character gets like a set. So. And let's just ult. Easy peasy. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got a good amount. Let's see. Let's manage my gacha resources and stuff like that. Alright, okay. How lucky will I get with these Magatamas? Not very lucky, I'm sure. I'm probably just gonna get like... I'm gonna get in gold sync hell. Critical damage, critical damage. Okay. Okay, wait, hang on. I need to deal with the gold sync of this. Let's see. Okay, well, this is run now. Be right back. Okay, alright, I'm back. I'm back. Whew, alright. It's still running, of course it is. I'm not a really big fan of the Magatama system. I understand it's like this gold sync system that a lot of gacha games have, but it's still kind of lame. I'm not a fan. Uh, 1.1. I mean, I guess I could live with that one for now. Sorry. You're right in that the Magatamas are the best thing in action Taimanin to enhance playables, Taimanin squad, and modules. Unlike Magatamas, modules are shortcuts full upgrade. Hang on, let me... Ow. Come on, go down, go down, go down. I want to answer this question without focusing on the fight. Okay. Alright, Kunan, are you coming out? No, you're not. Okay. Magatamas... The issue with I have with the Magatama is the RNG involved for the attributes. When it comes to modules, the RNG involved isn't as bad because, well, for the stats they're bad, but for the upgrading itself, you can spend extra gold to not deal with the RNG of like failing an upgrade, which honestly most games should have if they're going to have RNG upgrade rates in the first place, but for some reason Taimanin Squad is like the first one to actually do it. I know like some MMOs would give you like a pity system, and I think the pity system is lame. Just make me spend more money and get a guaranteed upgrade, like what Taimanin Squad lets me do. That said, though, the module system in Taimanin squad is also not great, in my opinion. A big reason for that is because of like the random stats that they give, and then of course you have to like craft them in the first place, and crafting them isn't that bad because you just have to farm the 2 different exterminations, but you have like the whole rarity and then the star grade, which they're both separate, which is kind of lame. So you could have like you could get like a blue one, blue rarity, but then it's got like the 6 stars or 7 stars or whatever, which is like the highest. Or you get like the orange rarity one, and then you have like 3 stars, and then you feel kind of screwed out. Oh my god, the poison flinch locking me. Nope. Taimanin squad right now, like, it's getting better, but it's still like in the early pains of like gacha game where it's like really unforgiving and not fun, or not like there's not enough content, and then like the content they do have is really hard to like play, especially like the exterminations. Well, yeah, exterminations are one of it, but also the special ops, which the special ops are like really require you to have like a big roster and like everyone trained up. Like Taimanin squad's not a good game. It's not a good spot, and I would not recommend people play it. Action Taimanin, however, Action Taimanin's great. I have very few complaints about Action Taimanin. I have a message. What's this about? Okay, alright. It's also easier to farm gold in this game because you can just farm the daily quest, and the daily quest gives you so much. Whew. Speaking of, let's donate to my club. I need to farm shards and ores. Oh, okay. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I guess my golden gets large. Alright, so let's see. Let's do some cleanup. Okay, well, we already know what we're doing tomorrow, so let's just finish this up. Kozo is really cute. I want to pat her head. Traces of something heavy being dragged on the ground. It started at the entrance of the academy, where officials came and went and continued outside the site. A strange groove carved into the sturdy asphalt extended beyond the paved road and onto the dirt. When Fuma followed the oddly eye-catching thing without thinking, it led to the fence of a house. He observed it carefully. The fence was collapsed, and the thing that caused the groove on the road was standing solidly in front of the house's yard. It was a huge iron sphere with a shiny black surface. It seemed to be even heavier than when it was dragged. The bottom was deeply embedded in the ground.
誰どちら様お客さんなら勝手口じゃなくて玄関へどうぞお構いもできませんで
やっぱり小杖先生
Ah, I knew it, Miss Kozue. Oh. What was heard from the porch leading to the yard was the lazy voice of the owner of the house who was getting drunk. Munakata Kozue was lying on the porch and moaning.
ああ塀も生垣も鉄球に巻き込んでぶっ壊しちゃって
A shako shining gray was put on her ankle, and a chain was connected from there and connected to the iron sphere in the yard. So the mystery groove that began from the academy was a trace left by her iron sphere being dragged on the way back. In that case, no matter how hard she tried, she wouldn't have been able to enter the house through the front door.
いやー溜め込んだ仕事がなかなか終わんなくてさほんとこずーっと寝られてないわけ
As Kozue spoke with a yawn, her laptop, stationery, and documents were scattered around her. She is a Taimanin, an earth artist who specializes in handling an iron sphere as her main weapon, and one of the academy's instructors. With her ninja art, she could have manipulated the weight and the size of the iron sphere.
自分の鉄球の面倒すら見切れなくなるまでの寝不足ですか
まあそんなとこいろいろ忙しくてさ
The documents Kozue was organizing seemed to be report cards and evaluations of the middle school students. In addition, there were stacks of final exam answer sheets piled up inside the room.
当分寝られそうにないみたいですね
正論で刺すのやめてくんない
As Kozue grumbled, her iron sphere in front of her iron sphere in the front yard became heavier. With the creak, it sinks into the ground even deeper.
わかりました答案のチェックくらいは手伝います先生に潰れられたら俺たちも困りますから
ありがとう助かる奥のちゃぶ台使ってねよろしくあ冷蔵庫の中身は何持ってってもらっても構わないから
はいはい了解
A few hours later, the pile of untouched documents that Kozue couldn't dare start began to reveal its bottom, thanks to the two of them. Suddenly, Kozue stopped writing and took a break, saying, "It's my last break," and drinking her cold oolong tea.
ふう一段落ついたねああよかったよかったこれで職員会議でどやされなくて済むよ
一体どうしたんです任務でも仕事でも普段から要領よくされてたじゃないですか
大したことじゃないよさっきも言った通り単なる寝不足が重なっただけだから誰にだってあるでしょやれゲームにのめり込んで修行を寝過ごしたとかやれ海外ドラマの新シーズンにハマって気づけば昼だったとかさ
本当に それだけなんですか？
それだけじゃなさそうに君には見えるわけ？
ええ、まあ。
As Fuma glanced at the sphere in the yard, she sighed as if giving up.
まあ隠すようなつもりはなかったんだけどさ、私の忍法については知ってるでしょ？
ええ、もちろんです。
Iron calling, Kozue's ninja art of freely manipulating the iron sphere, but she doesn't have complete control over all aspects of her ability. She was once an agent of the Public Security Investigation Agency and accidentally awakened her ninja art after a series of conflicts and complications with demons. Kozue fought against the demons with her partner, but they were defeated. Her partner was a woman she spent a long time with, but it said she was retired to take care of her health. Unlike Kozue, who accidentally awakened her ninja art with demonic blood in her body, her partner is still suffering from the after effects of the battle against the demon. It's said that Kozue has been wearing the Iron Sphere since then. The Iron Sphere is a product of Iron Calling and is her main weapon. The sphere changes its size and weight depending on the degree of regret in her heart. Looking at her today, it wasn't hard to imagine that she was deeply regretting something.
期末考査の答案を見てもらえればわかると思うんだけどさ。ほんのちょっぴりの春季休暇が過ぎれば、あの子たちは私の元から巣立っていく。もちろん全員が全員そうってわけじゃない。半分以上は君と同じように五社に残って進学の道を選ぶ。ただそのまま内外でタイマニンとして実践に投入される子もいないわけじゃない。
この業界、優秀な人材であれば年齢なんて二の次ですからね。
それを思うとさ、ほんの少しだけ思うわけよ。ヤクザの家業に足突っ込んじゃったな。公安にいた頃からまともな死に方できるとは考えてなかったけどさ。だからといって14、15歳の子に殺しの勉強をさせてると思う。下手すりゃ死ぬより辛い目に遭うかもしれない仕事に就かせる。その手伝いをしてるわけだ。こればっかりは取り繕いようがない。
中等部の子たちが自分でその道を選んでいるのだとしてもですか？
たかが中学生に何がわかる。生まれてたった十数年。五社の忍びの家柄に生まれた子ならなおさらだ。これ以外の生き方が5万とあることをろくに知らない子だっている。自分の身体をきちんと決められるほどに賢い子がどれだけいる？
Absolutely none of them.
仮に任務中に死んだら骨すら拾ってもらえないことだってままある。そんなのテロヨの鉄砲玉と変わらないじゃないか。あの子らのいいところも悪いところも1年も付き合えば嫌でも見えてくる。それをもとに査定をつけていく。昨日はそうしていくうちにどんどんあの鉄球が膨れていった。
生徒たちに無事でいてほしいって気持ちの表れじゃないですか。それを恥だとか後悔みたいに思う必要なんてないですよ。うちの部隊にだって中等部から出向してきた人員がいる。あの子たちを見て、それでも先生はただ哀れだとしか思わないんですか？
そういうわけじゃないさ。
これもひとえに指導者の教育の賜物。そのくらい都合よく考えてもいいんじゃないですか。それだけ先生が 生徒たちに投資してくれたんです。少なくとも俺は俺の目の届く範囲でなら誰一人死なせるつもりはありません。
だからといって子供を戦場に送り出している事実は変わらない。そのことだけは忘れるべきじゃないと思うんだ。もちろん君も含めて。そうだね、ちょっとうぬぼれてたかも。他人の人生にどうこう口を挟めるほど私も人間できてるわけじゃないからね。付き合ってくれてありがとう。少しだけ楽になったかも。
She murmured and smiled faintly. The iron sphere in the front yard had shrunk to the size of a palm. She's really cute. Alright, I think that's as good a place to end it as any. Let's see who's streaming right now. Kind of a short stream today, but I think I need to get I need to go to sleep early, so who can I raid? Oh, Taco-tan is playing Mouse PI. Let's see here. Rainy Pooh's playing Tomato Adventure, but she might be ending soon. I think Otakutan is going to be streaming for a while more, so let's raid her, or I could raid Amalia. Let's raid Otako. I want to see more of Mouse PI. Alright, Eternal Lore tomorrow. I'm going to be